We are Giddy Up, Texas. This is us five.
We put on the Giddy Up show because we want a show in Texas for everyone to come to and have a good time at, feel like that they can cut loose and look at some cool motorcycles and really enjoy themselves.
Well, aside from motorcycles, us five, we have a common denominator, and that's that we like to party.
Yeah.
So we had this idea to do the show, and it just kind of like the five of us kind of fell into this, and then here we are.
We want to put our vibe, what we're into, what we like doing. We want to put that out there for everybody else to be a part of.
I think maybe the fact that we don't focus on trophies and so much exclusive stuff is really open to anyone that wants to come, have a good time, bring what you brought, build the best thing you can by all means, but if you're just starting out and you've got something cool and you want to come hang out,
You know, it's great to give awards and all that stuff, but the real truth is that everybody that built their motorcycle out there worked just as hard as the other guy to do it. And for us to come out and go, well, your bike's better than yours, I mean, that's not exactly how we see it, you know? Like, they're all cool.
Well, tonight's Austin Speed Shop is gracious enough to host a pre-party for us. So it's an open house for them, and it's an opportunity for us to let everybody that's coming from out of town, give them a place to be tonight, a place to party, and a place to kind of showcase the bike and just meet more people and start the party.
The ones I've hunted, they've all died. The ones I've hunted, the ones I've tried, the ones I've hunted, they've all died. Searching high and low. They read aloud a list of all those things they'd said I'd done. Well, some were right and some were wrong, and somewhere in between, they strung that rope around that tree that's meant for me. So hang me up from the tallest tree. Hang me up from the tallest tree. Hang me up from the tallest tree. Hang me up.
I built a 1969 shovelhead, Harley shovelhead chopper. The inspiration for this bike was kind of a late 50s into early 60s chopper. You know, just there's a transition there where people were building what you would call a bobber and just stripping parts off of bikes, off of stock bikes, stripping them down into like chopper where they were modifying a lot of the parts, and you know, that's a time period that I really enjoy. My favorite piece on the bike is probably the struts, the stainless struts. I normally like to build tall sissy bars. You know, that's more my style. But doing the struts, kind of between the struts and running an 18-inch wheel on the front, that's what I normally don't do that at all. And those are two things that really, you know, set the look for this bike for me. Like, there's always going to be one part, you know, one or two parts that you're like, I want to do this. And then the whole rest of the bike has to flow from that. And like the 18-inch wheel in the front, that was a major one. And the same thing with the struts. And it's just a matter of keeping the proportions, you know, right, and making it work. The paint was done by Joey Cano from San Antonio. He has a shop called Slabside Cycles, and he's one of the 5 organizers of the show. Extremely talented guy. He built the bike, the panhead that we gave away last year. And I mean, he's just one of the most creative people I know. He's one of those guys that can look at a bike, see it bare, know the style, know the era of it, and know exactly what to paint it. You know, like you'll see all kinds of bikes that, you know, are put together in a certain style, and then the paint is a whole different era. You know, and that's the kind of things we like knowing exactly, you know, what. I mean, you know, none of us are purists by any means, but you know, to be able to see the bike, know exactly what kind of paint it needs, you know, the different panels and styles, and it's, you know, it takes a certain person to do that. He's that guy. You know, it's awesome to know that somebody's going to get this bike. I'm very proud of it, and you know, at no point in time did I treat it like, oh well, you know, it's a $25 ticket someone's buying, and they could potentially win this bike for $25. And you know, through this whole thing, I've just I've built it like I would build for any other customer, and put my heart and soul in it, because if it's going to come out with my name on it, I mean, I want to make it as nice as possible, and I'm just I'm happy to see someone enjoy it.
Houston. It was nice. It was actually really nice. Got a little windy once we got here, but on the bagger, it's easy. Yeah, it's a great location. It's out. There's plenty of room. There's a lot of great bikes and good people. It's just a good time. Perfect weather and a nice spot with great bikes.
Fred out of Jacksonville, Florida. Started raining in Tallahassee and didn't quit until we got to the hotel room Thursday night, 516 miles. Friday was yesterday? Yeah, 556 miles, beautiful weather all the way across. No mechanicals, great ride, great party.
Dejar McGinnis. I'm from Austin, Texas. We rode down here starting about 9. This is the longest my bike has ever ridden. As far as this is the big deal, I guess this is the big deal. You know, it took me about 2 years to get this bike done. It's an Ironhead. You know, didn't have a lot of money. Got shit scraped up. You know, did what I could. I'm proud, you know, to see that a show is being held in Texas for just strictly choppers. You know, in this type of environment. You know, nothing that is spilled through for Rot Rally or, you know, Sturges, you know, with, you know, type of style of bikes like that. This is a true, genuine, real chopper show.
Jay Turner, and I rode out from Ponca City, Oklahoma. It was all right. A lot of breakdowns, but we made it. Yeah. It's 96, 1200 sporty. Just get a hardtail on it, slap the tank and the fender and a sissy bar on it, called it good to go. My wife actually painted it, so I just bought her a couple cans of One Shot and told her what I wanted. She painted it on there, so it's a buzzard with a motorcycle wheel dream catcher. So I just had her stick it on there. Cool. She did a good job for her first tank. So.
example when a man had to take a bite. Anything that good got those just have to be right. Well, I woke up hanging with a big headache. Got a slippery snake. A man and a woman built a little while that they died. Spinning that way since the get-go. Spinning that way since the get-go. Spinning that way since the get-go. Lord, it's always been that way. Well, politicians make.
Well, it's 50 years ago that they didn't know what a chopper was really. It was like you could buy bikes that were out there that they were Harleys. And they didn't know that when they seen a chopper, they didn't know it was the same bike as the one that they had laying in the back field. You could buy them for $25, $35, knuckleheads and stuff. And once a movie came out, you know, that they were movies started making people aware of what it was, and the prices went up. But it was like a lot different. But it's not. It's a lot different now too, because you know, I'm seeing a lot of young guys riding choppers. So I'm not sure if you know, if they're as old as I am, or I'm as young as they are. The way they're doing.
Well, my name is Jason McDonald, and we build the ripple pipe here, custom tail lights, and whatever you can think of, we can build it.
I'm Ethan Stiles from Indianapolis, Indiana. I build custom bikes.
These are a light I just basically came up with to replace a Model A light, bolts in the same place. The ripples, seen it done, and what I wanted to do is design it different from the older style that are prone to cracking, and that's mostly the reason this is more round. All of our machines are pretty much older than we are, you know, and the tool we do this in, I made myself. Just use a 1800s lathe to do it with, so it's really an old technology, basically.
And I'm coming around again.
Well, my name's Dan. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I run 666 Crew Deathco. Started out probably when I was 17 years old in the late 90s as a skate crew. Branched out into the chop world probably about 5 years ago, making t-shirts. From there, allowed us to travel and come to these events, sponsor and everything like that. It's been a good ride, for sure. First year, so we're real stoked to be here. So far, it's been awesome. Great weather. Riding around yesterday all day in tank tops, so can't beat that. It's snowing back in Ohio right now, so yeah. Honestly, I get real stoned. I come up with the idea, and I outsource the artwork to different guys. Richard from B&M did a couple. Phil Guy, Burrito Breath, he's done a few. And yeah, I just tell them what I want, and they make do, and it comes out awesome every time. Couldn't be happier. Yeah, everybody's super nice down here. It's amazing. Every single person. They welcome you with open arms.
Doug with Hafley Brothers out of Phoenix, Arizona. We do hardtails, seats, oil bags, kind of a lot of fabrication. Yeah, we have a website, hafleybrothers.com. We sell everything here we have. Any custom work, we do custom work, so if you have any custom requests, we'll do that. Our hardtails are we'll do the 58 up to 85. So we do the hardtails and the Sportsters. We're doing 90 or 86 to 2003. So far, it's been a great show. Love it. People are awesome here. Weather's great from Phoenix. Big change. So just been enjoying my stay here in Texas.
Man, it's going great. It's going great. We're having a blast. We're having a blast.
It's exactly what we expected. It's not, it's early still, and I just kind of got word that people are still coming and they're filing in, so I was kind of like, I expected what it was going to be, and then in the back of my mind, I'm like, maybe more people than that will come, and I think that's actually going to happen, so we're stoked. We're stoked. There's so many people here, and everybody's dancing and, you know, having a great time and smiling, and I've watched so many people walk up to people that they've never met and introduce themselves, and it's been so great. It's been so great.
Busy Bee out of Plano, Texas. Came in this morning. We're rolling with the Giddy Up guys, Mothership, the band from Dallas, and Old Filthy around the corner. Everybody's really nice, casual. As we say up in Plano, nice. It's a good thing, you know what I mean? Yes, sir. Well, we got shovelhead, panheads, ironheads. We got some Hondas. Everybody's, you know, doing the old school thing now.
The time is not to choose if you're gonna live or die. Just take a good book and sign on.
I live in Fort Worth, Texas. Try to have as much fun as possible with working as little as possible. That's my thing. Just ride motorcycles, crush pussy, and fuck off. That's about it. To me, it's just about vintage bikes. I'm into the generator stuff, but any vintage shopper is awesome. A bunch of good guys getting together, like-minded individuals, and it's a beautiful place to ride to and have a good time. Anybody can go to the store and buy a bike and push a button and ride it down the road, but it takes a certain type of individual to A, keep one on the road, or B, bring one back from the dead to life, ride it around, maintain it, and take it to places to show it off. And it's old world technology, you know, they're old tractor motors, and get those things up and running and tuned up, some nuts and bolts and information, and that thing will take you somewhere. And to me, that's what it's all about. Absolutely, you know, very rarely do I have to make a phone call and be like, hey, I'm stuck, what do I do? With a little bit of common sense, some know-how, a tool or two, nuts and bolts, back on the road. It's just a smaller scene. Texas is really friendly, so a lot of people go out of their way to help you. Southern hospitality, of course. Out of town, the events tend to be bigger. You can't get the same type of interpersonal relationships or connections because there's just so many bikes, so many people, and then lastly, so many vendors, which to me, that's not what a bike show is about. It's about the people, the camaraderie, and the beautiful, you know, choppers.
I'm Justin from Show Class Magazine. I guess one of the best ways to put it is that we were out to dinner a couple nights ago on Thursday night, and I was talking to Joey, and basically what it came down to is we were talking about, you know, like the bike shows that we like to go to, and you know, there's everything. There's the invite-only stuff and the ride-in shows, indoor, outdoor, and the reason they do Giddy Up the way they do, and the reason that I like it so much, is because it just feels like a big party. You know, different strokes, different folks, but I like, you know, the indoor, you know, Brooklyn Invitational, Mama Tried style, like that's fun and all, but you know, being outside, loud music, it doesn't feel like a show, it feels like a party, and that's what I like a lot, and I think they kind of hit the nail on the head with it. Kind of another reason the show is so rad is it's the perfect, you know, it's perfect. It's like mile up the road, killer after party. I was, you know, lucky enough to be out here last year, so same thing. Yeah, we went and checked out the camping, and same thing. It's just like, you know, go from one party to the next, and you know, wake up next to just people sleeping in the dirt next to their bikes, and I don't know. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Show seems to be going really well. I mean, it seems to have exceeded our expectations, and I mean, it's just, you know, what we intended it to be, just a big party. A lot of our friends, a lot of, you know, old faces, new faces, and just having a good time. I'm a little nervous. I mean, it's you know, all this has been in the works for, you know, months and months, and I've been building the bike for, you know, about 4 months now, and put a lot of time into it. So I'm excited to see, you know, what happens with it, and you know, there's a potential that it's not somebody that's here, which is fine, but you know, we're being given away a bunch of other things. But yeah, it's you know, it's today's kind of a light at the end of the tunnel for it. You know, like you're excited about it, but at the same time, you want it to go over well and, you know, have it, you know, be successful, and that's where I'm at right now. This morning, I fired up the bike and rode it around the block here, and then pulled it into the show. It's running great, you know, and I really like that bike. It's gonna make someone really happy, I think. Yeah, I mean, we're way more spread out this year with the venue. We kind of had to lay everything out. We had, you know, about 4 times as many vendors this year, and it's you know, I don't know. We never imagined it would turn into something like this, and you know, we just are very thankful to be a part of it. No troubles, man. That's one thing about Texas. We regulate ourselves. You know, it's you know, there's no attitudes here. There's no, you know, that's the whole point of this show is to not make it like a competition bike show. Like we're just here to have a good time, and you know, for everybody that's from out of state and not from this area, to kind of show them what Texas is like.
This is the chopper, right here. All right, get your hand in there, man.
We do want to thank every one of you guys for coming out to Giddy Up, Texas. Appreciate it. We love you guys. And here it is. Oh my God, Brian, you have the winning ticket. You have it?
Weston Barnes.
I feel like we should.
Fucking shit, I'm about to fucking piss my fucking pants!
toe to toe. A long scratch on the side of my truck, sort of my nerves and pours your love. Won't you step on outside and step my way, and let's go toe to toe. I don't like the words.
Man, today was a success. There was no doubt that it was a lot of fun, and the fact that the bike stays in Texas.
Oh, it's so good. So
yeah,
good.
Just a guy in Austin. I mean, that was tremendous. So all in all, man, I think everybody's happy. Everybody had a good time. I mean, even tonight, I just got here to the after party, but it sounds like everybody's having a really good time. People of all walks of life are camping tonight. So we've got Sean Reefer and the Resin Valley Boys doing like an acoustic set down here. So it's going to be, live entertainment. And Lone Star Beer, we've got 10 cases in the back of that truck.
Hello,
and
hello.
Some Jim Beam, and man, what can I say? It's a party. So, we keep emphasizing that it's a party, right? It's always a party, but it's not like that's all we do.
but we're just really fucking good at it.
Serious shit coming through. All right, hit your cam.
Well, I'm no Houston. Yes, you are. I'm no East Texas. Yeah. And I'm making it look. Oh, won't accept your
Yeah, pick that shit. You make do, brother. You make do.
What's that there, water boy?
Definitely say the campsite was where the fun was at.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a big, huge, like, you know, all these different, you have a bunch of MCs, you've got just people who love to ride, and just everyone's like hanging out, partying together, and just like, they had live music, some guy was just like playing with his like microphone and jamming out, and it was just really cool, it was a lot of fun.
Well, we left Wednesday morning from Southern California. Heard about the show, everything online. We had to be here, so showed up to the pre-party at Austin Speed Shop, and we've had a blast this whole time. I'm going to get a tire right now from a guy in Austin because I need a back tire to get home. Their sissy bar broke. There's a truck coming from Austin to pick their gear up, take it back to his shop, weld up his sissy bar. So it's just, everybody here is just open arms, just we're here to help. We didn't know what to expect. We thought it was camping at the show. When we got there and talking to people, oh no, you got to go up a ways, and we get here on the water. This is spectacular. That's not, everybody's picking everything up that kind of at home people leave and just leave it behind. It's like, that's not right. So it's definitely been an awesome trip to see this, and the respect that everybody has for this area, the ice house, everybody else. It's been awesome. It's a Denver's chopper. It was built in '77. Little place in Southern California. CB 750, 4-cylinder motor. It's been a part of me for a long time. My dad actually painted it when it was built. That's how I kind of ended up with it. I found out he painted it. I had to have it. So it's been awesome. Great bike, great vibes, great show. Can't wait to come back next year.
I'm sad I didn't win the bike, but there's some badass
Yeah, the
fucking
guys
bikes out there.
that actually won it are friends of ours.
Yeah.
They came up here with us. But it was fun. We came here last year, and I think we're going to make it a yearly trip. We do Harvest Classic in October in Lukenbach, and then we come here March. But it was rad. It's a badass trip. I love this trip. Like, it's my time to get away.
You get to shower back here.
Right, we swam yesterday. It was fucking cold.
Well, a lot of sunshine, a lot of good weather, nice people, like-minded people that we all drive beaters, some drive nicer ones, all about hand-built bikes. It was noisy. There was a lot of yelling and screaming. There was fireworks. There was a lot of people that were under the influence of alcohol.